What's up, guys? Is Airbnb dead in 2025? Is it even worth it to start an Airbnb business? Whether you're doing Airbnb rental arbitrage, whether you own properties, whether you want to co-host, does it make sense? The answer is no, Airbnb is not dead. However, Airbnb has absolutely changed this year over the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It is completely different, and I'll explain that throughout this video. So, what do people mean by Airbnb is dead? In my experience, in my opinion, the amateurs are saying that. Now, can you go and just throw any property, put any furniture, whether you have a house or apartment, whatever the case is, can you do that and still do well? No, you can't, because there's people in the market like myself, like tons of other investors and other Airbnb hosts that are really understanding where's the ball going, and they've enhanced everything. What's changed is you can't just throw up any sort of property and win. It's too competitive for that. But what you can do, if you understand exactly what matters and what's important, now you have to have done your research for what the best market is. Is there a demand in your area? You have to have incredible amenities and create an amazing experience for the guests. And what do I mean by incredible amenities? You have to differentiate. You can't have the same amenities that every other house in that area in your market has. Otherwise, then you're not going to do very well. So, myself included, anyone else that I've seen doing well on Airbnb has amenities that others in their area do not, and they've packed their property with tons of things to do that the other properties in the area do not have. Let me give you an example. If your market, if the homes in your area don't have a pickleball court, there's a pickleball trend going on in America right now. If you are the only property with a pickleball court, you are going to crush your competition. You're going to crush them. If you don't have a pool and a spa in your property and other folks have a pool and spa in your property, then you're not going to do well, right? You're not going to do well. Let's flip that. If you are the only property in your area with a pool and a spa, you're going to crush your competition. And the list goes on and on and on. So what am I getting at? People are looking for an experience now. And as a host, we're in this business not only to have, not only to be in the hospitality business, but to build a profitable business, to be wise investors and to make money, to make it profitable. And the way you're going to do that is have an amazing property. And that's how you make more money. You just simply, you'll get clicked on more. You're going to get booked up more. So that's the most important thing. When people come in, when I start looking at these posts about Airbnb being dead, there was a dip economically across several and most businesses the last year or so. But relatively, things have bounced back and the properties, people are still traveling. So the properties that were stellar properties, they were still crushing it. So don't be fooled. Just understand the game has changed a little bit. So in 2025, you have an amazing opportunity. Since a lot of Airbnb hosts got weeded out, if you're one of the better hosts, you're going to crush everybody. But the way to do it, again, is make sure you do the right research. Now, how do you do that? Tool is called AirDNA. I'm sure maybe you've heard about this tool, maybe you haven't, but you have to understand the demand in your market and what properties are doing. What are those properties that are doing well? What do they have? What are the amenities in their property? So that's number one. Number two, once you pack your property with the best amenities and you stand out and you differentiate, then you have a chance of crushing it. And you will. If, again, back to my pickleball example, when I installed pickleball on my property, immediately I was getting more sales, and everyone loved pickleball. Everyone loves pickleball. That's just one example. And I'm getting more booked because of that one amenity. So make these enhancements and improve the property if you have a property. If you don't have a property yet, make sure you're choosing properties or have a plan that is going to contain amenities that really stand out and create an amazing experience and are differentiated from the rest of your competition. So outside of the amenities, use all the tools at your disposal. ChatGPT, for instance, it will help optimize your listing descriptions. You can, enter a prompt in there and it's going to give you everything around your property, what you can include in the description, how to make it stand out and appeal to the customers and any guests coming. And one of probably the most important aspect of your listing, once you've done everything around getting the right property and packing it with the right amenities and experience, you need to have incredible photos. So never cut corners ever on photography, because that is 100% your marketing, and that is what makes people click. That makes people click on your listing, and you've got to know the angles and get a good photographer that's already done Airbnb or real estate photography. Ask for their book of business. You can look at, you can find them on Thumbtack. That's one great app where you can find photographers, and get their book of business and see that they've done other photos that are great. And in those photos, you want to pack, if you have a drone, let's say you have all of your amenities at the property, the best ones are in the backyard, for example. You want your main image to capture all of the things your property offers as much as possible that differentiate it in that image. And that is going to get most people clicking and swiping and boosting in the algorithm, because there's going to be more eyeballs, the listing time, the click-through rate for your listing. All of these things affect the algorithm for you to show up at the top. And again, just part of the whole game, knowing what you're doing, for you to continuously stay fully booked and get just very profitable bookings and keep crushing the competition. Because yes, the people that are just hanging out, trying to just start the business and get in bare bones, they are going to be the ones that lose. But you, as an informed investor and someone starting out the business, or you currently have properties and you want to do Airbnb the right way, make sure you double and triple down on amenities and making your listing stand out. And I can tell you from experience, you're going to do well. You're going to do just fine, and you're going to keep crushing it. People are still traveling, and that's just what it is right now. So for those of you that actually are interested in starting an Airbnb business the right way in 2025, click the link in the description. I have a completely free course you can watch. It's 45 minutes long, breaks down an updated version of Airbnb and exactly what you need to do to build a profitable Airbnb business, to start that and then to scale it out. Happy to help you. Click the link in the description, watch that, and I wish you amazing success as you start your business. It's a great opportunity if you know what you're doing.